I'll be straight up with you. I'll be straight up with you. I always thought a very, very warm place would have to freeze over before the NFL put the Super Bowl in this town, and yet here we are after there was a draft 2 years ago. And every single week this week, I've delivered my power rankings, 1 through 10, of the best teams in the National Football League. And ever since we, got fewer than 10 teams remaining, we've pivoted. And now we have the ultimate pivot. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you my power rankings of Las Vegas icons.
Oh, baby.
Brought to you by Subway. Hit it.
This is my
Power rankings.
There are many like it, but this one is mine.
Power rankings.
All right, are we ready? Are we ready? Mike, give me some Vegas music a little bit.
Let's go.
Thank you. Here we go. Number 10 on my list of iconic Vegas individuals. My power ranking starts with Mr. Chow.
Oh,
Yes. He jumped straight out of a Mercedes trunk, and he's that drug lord who gets high on his own supply a little bit too much from the hangover. Mr. Chow, Leslie Chow,
Yes.
you're right,
Okay. All right.
is number 10 on my list of Vegas iconic.
So long.
All right, number 9 on the list. We go from Mr. Chow to Liberace. Why not?
Hey.
Yes, Liberace had regular televised specials from the Las Vegas Hilton, and he made 50 grand a week at the Riviera in the 60s.
Wow.
Which is, by the way, how you can have a mansion currently called the Liberace Mansion that is a historical landmark less than 3 miles from this set.
Woof.
He first played Las Vegas in 1944. That makes him an icon
Yes.
of Las Vegas. Liberace's number 9 on the list. Number 8 on the list. There's many comics that I could put on this list. There's 2 of them that I have on this list. The first one is a guy that I saw the first night I was in Las Vegas, Nevada with my friends in college. I came here with my Staten Island buddies, and I went to the Hacienda, which is no longer existing, and I saw Red Fox, and he is a Vegas icon. Let me tell you what, I saw Slappy White open up for Red Fox, the filthiest comic I've ever heard or seen in person.
True.
And I'll tell you this, after Sanford and Son finished, he moved to Las Vegas. He spent 40 years in Las Vegas. He's buried 5 miles from this set. And there is a legend, apparently, that his ghost haunts his old mansion, which is less than 5 miles from this set as well. That makes him a Vegas icon. He's number 8 on this list.
You big dummy.
Number 7 on this list. Now, somehow, some way, the concept of having Vegas residencies went away. They went away, and it was restored by this songstress. Celine Dion, is number 7 on this list.
Yes.
She had a residency at Caesars that started in 2011 and ran through 2019. Over 2 million people saw her perform. And the reason why she's also on this list on this Super Bowl weekend, one of the 2 million people who saw Celine Dion in Caesars was Jerry Jones, who saw her setup at this residency with a huge jumbotron behind her, and it put a light bulb over his head to put the hugest jumbotron in the NFL go from a 20-yard line to a 20-yard line and hang it from AT&T Stadium. Yes, Celine Dion was the inspiration for Jerry Jones to put that huge-ass screen inside the home of the Dallas Cowboys. Now, that's an icon.
Thank you, Celine.
It sure does. Number 6 on the list of my power rankings of Vegas icons is Mr. Warmth himself, somebody who I saw perform at the Orleans Hotel when he was 86 years young. The great Don Rickles, who, as we all know, had an incredible role in the film Casino that was shot here in this town, Las Vegas. Don Rickles, who I have it right here, started headlining in Las Vegas in 1959. Wow. That puts him on this list at number 6. All right, let's get to the top 5 of my power rankings of Vegas icons. Number 5, they're German immigrants, and they had tigers. Siegfried and Roy. I looked it
Row,
up.
baby, row.
I looked it up. They met in the late 50s when they were working on the same cruise ship, and they discovered they had a similar love for animals. How much so? They snuck a cheetah on board the ship. That's how it all started. 5,750 shows, an incredible run. That ended when Roy got mauled on stage. Listen, they are icons, and their Tigers are still performing here in Las Vegas,
they didn't
Nevada.
put 'em down?
I think so. At any rate, they're Vegas icons. Number 4, while we're talking about groups, the Rat Pack, Sinatra, Dino, Sammy Davis Jr., Joey Bishop, Peter Lawford. They played at the Sands Copa Room, for crying out loud, with Count Basie and his great orchestra performing the music. And we all know Ocean's 11 and so on and so forth. The Rat Pack is number 4. Number 3, Mr. Las Vegas himself performed over 30,000 shows in this here town, many of them at the Flamingo. Wayne Newton is number 3 on this list of Vegas icons. Number 2, let's keep moving. It is the inspiration for the logo of this here show. You want to talk about a residency? How about 837 consecutive sellouts from 1969 to 1976 at the Las Vegas Hilton? Elvis Presley, Mr. Viva Las Vegas himself. He is number 2 on this list, and T.J. Jefferson is channeling his inner Elvis Presley as we speak. Look at that whole getup right there. He's number 2 on this list. Number 1, you might be wondering, wait a minute, I've named Wayne Newton, Sinatra, Don Rickles, Siegfried and Roy, Elvis Presley. Who is number 1? Well, I'll tell you about who number 1 is. It's a story that began when he and a guy named Hyman Roth ran molasses into Canada. They made a fortune. And later on, this guy had a vision to build a city out of a desert stopover for GIs on the way out to the West Coast. That kid's name was Mo Green, and the city he invented was Las Vegas. And the thing that I loved about Mo Green is that he is a man of vision and guts. And for some reason, this town, there isn't even a plaque or a signpost or a statue of him in this town. And I'm not leaving this town until I see one.
Go fund me, Mo Green.
And I understand. If he doesn't have that plaque or a signpost, I've got to just let it go, because this is the business we've chosen. And that is my power rankings of Vegas icons.
Fantastic.
Attaboy, Rich.
All presented by Subway. Every epic footlong deserves the perfect sidekick. Drop everything and try a delicious new footlong cookie, pretzel, or churro. Subway today.
I mean, you went strong.
Did I stick the landing or what?
You were Kerry Strug right there, just solid.
That is
solid
the
on
best
win.
top 10 of all time.
I think you might
No
be right.
heckling needed.
None.
Nailed it. Soup to nuts.
Thank you, sir.
When Elvis was 2, I was like, Yeah, I did not know where you were going. No.
Oh, and we also have what we think, as soon as the Raiders came to this town, Las Vegas, again, the vision of Mo Green. They should have changed the logo. And we have the logo.
That's right.
There it is. You put the patch over the eye of Mo Green. May he rest in peace.
Hey, Mo didn't mean nothing by that.
Well, I mean, he did get, spoiler alert, shot in the eye.
Well, you don't.
You know what I mean?
Understand who he was dealing with. He didn't quite understand.
Yeah. So.
Fredo got in trouble with him.
Well, Fredo told Michael,
I know.
come to this town and talk to a man like Mo Green like that. That's why he's the number 1 Vegas icon.
Fredo had an issue with
Yeah.
waitresses, I think.
Showgirls.
Well, I mean, some people couldn't get a drink at the table, is what I think you were saying. All right. Can't have any more Godfather references to my liking. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.